Welcome back to today's economic news, where we dive deep into the issues that impact your wallet and your world. Today, we're discussing a story that isn't just about politics or international intrigue. It's about history, human resilience, and the economic ripple effects of a prolonged geopolitical crisis. We're talking about Omer Shem Tov, an Israeli hostage who endured 505 harrowing days in captivity, now speaking publicly at Turning Point USA's and Fest. But before we cheer for the hero's return, let's delve into the cost, economically, politically, and personally of this ongoing conflict. Let's begin our exploration by understanding how deep the roots of this conflict go. The Israeli-Palestinian struggle is not a simple tale of good guys and bad guys. It dates back over a century, with nationalism on both sides fueling a bitter rivalry. In 1948, when Israel was established, the seeds of discord were sown, with the mass displacement of Palestinians. This historical backdrop serves as the canvas for myriad conflicts, marked by war after war and missed peace attempts, such as the Oslo Accords in the 1990s, which aimed for a two-state solution but crumbled under their own weight due to repeated cycles of violence and political upheavals. Fast forward to October 7, 2023, a date that changed the lives of many, specifically Omer Shem Tov, who was captured by Hamas militants during a music festival. For 505 days, Shem Tov and many others endured the unimaginable. But let's not underestimate this numeric figure, 505 days. To put that into perspective, that is almost a year and a half of life, stripped away in a place where necessities often boiled down to small biscuits, while a broader narrative claimed crazy amounts of food existed elsewhere. During this period, 168 hostages survived, but tragically 83 did not. Their lives are now statistics in a political chess game. The release of approximately 2,000 prisoners by Israel in October shed light on the transactional nature of human life in conflicts like these. Israel made this exchange under an international microscope, amidst heightened tensions. These diplomatic exchanges often symbolize momentary victories in an unending saga. Yet, the cost? It's a burden on taxpayers across the globe under the guise of diplomacy and security operations purportedly for a greater good. Politicians frame these situations with rhetoric that's almost theatrical. This fight is between good and evil, and thank you, President Donald Trump, for our freedom, Omer Shem Tov declared, etching a narrative of triumph over adversity. However, do they think we are ignorant of the complexities hidden beneath this binary portrayal? The reality sees families torn apart and economies drained, funding a saga with no end in sight. By now, you're likely wondering, how does this translate back to our everyday lives? First, consider the sheer financial weight of these hostilities. Money funneled into military aid and orchestration of high-profile political maneuvers comes from taxpayers' pockets. It's theft under the guise of national security. What if those funds were channeled into diplomacy and humanitarian aid instead? Imagine a world where every cent spent on military measures was invested in global cooperation. Then there's the question of governmental competence. Hostage situations like these expose the glaring failures in both foreign and domestic policy. Leaders prioritize aggressive tactics over genuine dialogue, possibly addressing roots rather than symptoms of international distrust. Do we willingly accept a system where safety is compromised by such oversights? Finally, this situation highlights a profound loss of liberty. When threats loom large, even as isolated incidents, they breed a culture of surveillance and restriction. Community members face prejudice fueled by their own narratives. Individuals branded by the public as potential threats based on origins rather than actions. As we conclude today, ponder this. Hostilities, such as the ones involving Omer Shem Tov and the geopolitical tumult surrounding them, have costs that extend far beyond political podiums and into our economic realities. If you're tired of footing the bill for these dangerous games that fringe on public safety and economic stability, hit that subscribe button and stand with us in demanding accountability. Thank you for joining us on today's economic news.